Hello, YouTube. It is your boy, Abyssal Zoid, or Zoid Talak. Um, my message today is that the more I read YouTube comments on things regarding stuff like the Mandela effect or multiverse theory, which I am, by the way, a firm believer in, uh, I just realized that humans are such fickle creatures with such fragile egos. It doesn't matter what generation you are, when you were born. If you're a boomer, aka baby boomer, Gen X, Gen Z, millennial, silent generation, it doesn't fucking matter. None of us are entitled pricks. Y'all just act like it. And you need to stop. Now, I know my words aren't gonna reach many people, probably, and nobody's gonna pay any fucking attention to any word I have to say, but I do hope this message reaches people. You don't gotta be a dick to fucking anyone. We're all equal. We all bleed the same blood. Why the fuck are we at each other's throats? Because the elites want to keep us bogged down at each other's throats because, you know, they gotta have that power, they gotta have that control because their egos are the most fragile. Why can't we all just get along? I know it's a long-standing message. Hell, even the fucking peace time of the fucking 60s and 70s couldn't get through to people. I don't expect to get through to people. But I want to make a difference. I want this world to be a better fucking place for everybody. Not just certain people. Yeah, I know there's people who do very heinous things, but good, evil, the world ain't black and white. It's a morally gray area. And with multiverse theory, any possibility being a reality itself, it makes all of that nonsense meaningless. Like, it's pointless to have these wars, these divides between either social status, skin tone. I don't see the world like that. I don't give a fuck what your background is. I mean, as long as you don't harm a kid in any capacity, because that is the one thing that I absolutely hate above all else. At that point, you aren't human to me. Shit, I don't consider myself human per se, in the regard that I just don't like the problems that are associated with humanity. I don't want to be associated as human. I don't think of myself realistically as being above anyone. If anyone feels that way, that's a facade I put up because that's a coping mechanism, a survival skill I have learned over years. The world has dealt me a shit hand. The world's dealt my partner a shit hand. The world has dealt all of us some kind of shit hand at some point in our lives. It's just stupid to think that because of those shit hands, some of us feel the need to act a certain way and blame it on what we've been through. Like, no, you're responsible for your own fucking actions. It doesn't matter who you are, or how you fucking grew up. Now, I know one person who may see this, who I don't talk to because of personal reasons that I will not divulge in this video as to be respectful to this individual, but they will damn sure know who they are. Even though I have personal hatred at times towards you, I want you to know that it's not all around hatred. Like, I hate your actions. I don't hate you as a person. I just hate your fucking actions. Because they are inexcusable. And it's the exact reason why people don't want to be around you. Plain and simple. As you, yourself, believe in God, which I do not, personally, but I will not shove my beliefs down anyone's throats, as I am a spiritual person, and I prefer to be left out of the whole religious debate. The point is, your belief in your God, it isn't right, even in the eyes of that God you worship, for you to act that way towards people. You are actively pushing people away because of the way you act. And I hate that. I hope you find peace in this life, because you are no longer part of mine. I wish you the best. I hope you change for the better. I honestly do. But you actively have to make that change yourself. You have to want to make that change. It ain't gonna magically happen with a snap of a fucking finger. And I've said some things that were out of line to you. Things I deeply regret. Because it was during very passionate, emotionally charged times. I don't love you as a person. You are not even remotely close to being ever brought back into my life. I refuse it. And there's another person who some of these words will also be directed towards, that I have absolutely no hatred towards. And I also hope you find peace and you become a better person. But if you feel like you are in a shit situation, no one's gonna magically pull you out of it. You gotta make the choice yourself to actually remove yourself from that shitty situation. Because you talked so much about how much you hated things that have happened in your life, yet you did nothing to stop that. You didn't actively remove yourself from those situations. I tried helping you. I tried helping another person associated with you. But all I got in return, getting a little choked up on air. Weird. I'm not editing that out either. Uh, but as I was saying, I got so much pushback from you. Even if I was defending myself or trying to defend you, all I got was attacked. I felt betrayed. Like, my kindness, I was going out of my way to try to be nice. And all I got was negativity. I don't like negativity. I don't want to be a villain in anyone's eyes, in anyone's story. I just want to be happy. And that is the overarching point of this video that I'm making. I just want people to be happy and actively be able to create more of that happiness for the rest of the world, if possible. We need to be nicer to each other, but we also need to remember that if people take advantage of that kindness, they can kindly fuck off because of the fact that you don't gotta be a dick to people. And us people trying to get by and be nice to people, make friends, when we've pretty much lost the friends we had, that we grew up with, that we fizzled out of any kind of communication with. We don't have to sit idly by and let people take advantage of our kindness either. We have a right to say no to anything, to anyone. We have to choose to be better. Much like old man Kratos, we must be better. He had the right idea. He had all this shit happen to him in his past. He chose to be a better individual. And I don't think it was just for his son Atreus, aka Loki. Spoilers, by the way, if you haven't played the games. I haven't even played the games. Not all of the God of War games, at least. But I know the story. So, I think he also did it because he wanted to. You know what I mean? Like, he actively chose to be a better individual. And he still got these other gods for some reason wanting to fight him, hating him because he was a foreigner in their land. Sounds a lot like how the world actually operates, funnily enough. I use absolute sarcasm there, by the way. Because it's not funny. It's sad. And, quite frankly, pathetic. Just like the elites who are in power trying to control us. That's pathetic. Y'all have the most fragile egos, and you choose it to try to control us because you're afraid of our power. If we did stand up to you as a united front, hell, even the name of this country, the United States. Yes, I know it was built upon corruption, genocide, just all around heinous acts. It's in the name. It's supposed to be united, not just the states being as one conglomerate, as a country. No, the people are supposed to be a united front. And these companies that are owned by these elites, these mega corporations like BlackRock or Vanguard, for example, y'all are pathetic. I wish that the world could be a better place for everyone with just a snap of a finger, but we as a society have to do that ourselves. We have to make the change. United as one. Because once we all band together, we can make a difference. We can make the world a better place. I genuinely believe this. Now, you can call me crazy. Hell, even one of the things I was gonna mention with my belief in multiverse theory does sound a little out there. It sounds insane. I can see every possibility for what could have been for myself. Like different versions of me in different timelines, different universes, all that. It randomly happened one day, started, and I can't turn it off in my brain. I always see it. That sounds delusional, I know, but I have a lot of weird coping mechanisms for a lot of things that I've been through. It's why nobody except my partner and a very select few people that I trust besides him that get to know the real me behind the mask, behind the facades that I've put up all my life. I've hated the way the world has turned out for years. And I feel like I've done the same song and dance for many lifetimes, and my soul is tired at this point. Now, mind you, this isn't a whole, unalive speech. No. I still like living. I just don't like the way I have to do it because of a corrupt system that isn't getting better, like, ever, seemingly. I just, like I said, I hate the way this world is. There are plenty of other versions of this world that might be better. Who knows? We can't exactly access that with our current technology. Yet we try to play God with stuff like fucking AI, which, no hatred towards people who do use AI, but also I don't condone people who've made it a whole fucking thing where it's like, oh, I'm now worshipping AI. Fuck you. Kindly, fuck you. Y'all are the most delusional motherfuckers, if that's the case. But my whole point with it is humans are capable of both good and evil. You can't have good without evil. You can't have evil without good. Chaos and order. It is just a balanced system. Can't have one without the other. And the other things we try to play God with is like genetic sequencing, like CRISPR, which is a stolen idea. You have people being taken out by powerful individuals for exciting ideas that could revolutionize the world. like fucking backyard built shit. For example, the first water powered car that someone made, they were taken out. The dude who actually studied for a long time to save his son when no one else could, or no one else gave a shit enough. One of the two possibilities. He studied so hard. He's the one who broke through the glass ceiling to actually get the whole genetic editing shit started. His idea was stolen. And he was dealt a shit hand for pulling it off. He got no credit. Got his idea stolen, like I said. And I don't remember the exact story, if he was put behind bars for it, because, you know, obviously that's their logical solution, the ones in power. Fucking make it make sense. It doesn't. We need to stop trying to play God as a collective society, because we fucked this world almost to the point that it's beyond saving. How the ozone layer is fucked almost beyond repair itself. We're trying to create immortality through various different means, which, again, ties back to playing God. Shouldn't be doing that. There's a reason we live and die. And let me tell you, the true meaning behind life, there is no answer. Much like The Good Place has taught me, through an actual line used in the show, there is no answer. We keep chasing the ultimate answer to why anything happens. The answer to life, like I said. My view is, even with the whole there is no answer thing, the reason why is so we can live through the experience of life, so we know what it's like, you know? Again, I don't expect many people to actually see this, but to whoever does see it, I wish you the best. Please try to live a good life, and not for the sake of getting afterlife points or whatever you believe in. Again, not knocking anyone's beliefs. Just saying that whatever you believe in, for what happens after, don't do it for the sake of trying to get into your desired afterlife, because that's not the right life to live, to lead. It's corrupt. You pervert your own belief system at that point. And most of the people that I know who are of the Christian faith, fair warning for what I'm about to say though, who take it to certain levels, you are all wrong as well. Mind you, not into the whole afterlife thing. No, that's not what I'm talking about. What you are wrong about is you are perverting your own scripture, because you are massively uninformed. You may claim to read it front to back, but look at it this way. Okay? Churches, the ones that ask for money. Now, riddle me this. Why would an all-powerful God who can literally do whatever the fuck they want need our money? It doesn't transfer to heaven as you believe. And then thinking that you can get away with stuff by quoting your scripture, that's the perversion there too. Because if you really reviewed your scripture, you would know the truth behind those lines. And it's not what you think it is. Most of you are wrong. And this is something coming from a spiritual person, one who's not religious. I've studied it because I like to be informed on things. I hunger for knowledge, a seemingly unattainable goal in one lifetime, which is omniscience. I want to be all-knowing. I don't care about the whole all-powerful nonsense, all good, all loving. Fuck that. Speaking of which, by the way, another fair warning. If your God is all-powerful, then they are not all-loving. If they are all-loving, then they are not all-powerful. You can't have both. Especially considering the fact that the state of the world, Africa, is a very good example of this. People in Africa are starving every day, having the most shit hand dealt to them in life from the very beginning. If God is both all-powerful and all-loving, then why let those people suffer when they do not deserve that suffering? And if you blame it on, it's all part of God's plan, it's a cosmic, divine, ineffable plan, you are very much wrong, very delusional, and things are not all according to a fucking script. No. The reality behind it that I have personally learned is that everything is up to chance. It's probability. Nothing that happens is for a particular divine cosmic reason. And most philosophers even have gotten a lot of things wrong too. Mind you, I am also considering myself a bit of a philosopher because I have a mind that sees in very different ways to most people. What some in certain circles would say is a multi-dimensional mind. I know some of you are going to be confused as shit as to what the fuck I'm talking about and think, what is this crazy talk at all? What does it mean? It means we're not just strictly stuck with the third dimension, or as we know, the material realm. There's the fourth dimension of time, which is a human construct, mind you. Time is very nonlinear. Sorry to burst your bubble on that and go like, oh, I thought. No, you're wrong. But you are entitled to your own opinion, mind you. Not trying to be a dick to anyone, any group. But it's just, I know there's some long pauses in this video. It's because I've had a lot on my mind recently, and I'm trying to find the words I'm wanting to say for the purpose of this video without having all of that stuff that's stuck in my brain fucking with me. So, trying to articulate the right things I personally want to say about matters is a very difficult task, most of the time. Fuck, I'm autistic, for one thing. I don't see the world the same way the average person does. And a lot of people I do agree with when they say, oh, autistic people, they have a superpower. Yeah, we do. But you shouldn't treat us like we're some kind of fucking experiment, or look at us strangely like, oh, just because we have this condition that you need to treat us differently, infantile in your behavior. We're not fucking childlike in our brains. We're advanced. Hell, a lot of us have very high intelligences. Like, fuck, there's high-functioning autism, low-functioning autism. There's a whole fucking spectrum. The thing I'm diagnosed with is named after a Nazi doctor or scientist, whichever one they were. Asperger syndrome. Yeah. Not so fun on the whole history of that, but yeah, it's whatever. The point of this whole video, though, overall, was, like I've said before, we need to be better to each other without sacrificing ourselves. Fundamentally, we need to have clear boundaries with each other, and we shouldn't compromise if someone's treating us like absolute shit. I used to be a people pleaser, for example. People took advantage of my kindness, always were negative towards me. How I basically helped out an entire fucking household of, I think it was like 7 other people besides me at one point. They never paid attention to the good that I did, the nice things I did out of the kindness of my fucking heart. Never acknowledged it. It was just background noise to them. But the moment I stood up for myself, or for others, they viewed it as a personal attack. They reacted negatively. They focused on the negative, painting me the villain. I don't want to be labeled a villain. I don't want to be labeled fucking anything. Hell, even with the whole gender shit going on, I don't associate with gender. My thing's like gender void, or fucking kenochoric. If you don't know, look it up. It's actually pretty interesting. It's... To sum it up, Kinocork is a gender identity that is associated with stuff like nostalgia, liminality, shit like that. I don't remember the exact words it said off the top of my head, mind you. But, again, look it up. Educate yourself, please. But I'm not one of those people who, even with how I identify myself as, I'm gonna be a dick and be like, oh, you said the wrong thing, you called me the wrong name, or whatnot. I don't give a fuck. As long as you know I'm me, that's what fucking matters. I don't give a shit. Refer to me as a guy, refer to me as a girl, refer to me as a creature, fuck anything in between. I don't give a flying fuck. As long as you know it's me. That's what matters to me. I'm not gonna get this fucking snowflake ass bullshit with that nonsense like I just mentioned, because too many people are sensitive. Wish it wasn't that way, and I know I'm gonna offend quite a lot of people if they do see this video, but that is my personal stance. If I offend you, I am sorry you feel the way you do about my words, but I do not take them back. You have to learn to deal with it, because I'm not changing myself to fit anyone's narrative. I am an outside-the-box thinker. Matter of fact, the box doesn't even fucking exist for me. I do not fit to anyone's mold, and I never fucking will. I know I cuss a lot. That's how I grew up. Grew up with a lot of rap music, so it's a whole thing. But, yeah, no. Just, like I said before, the overall message is be kinder to each other. Make the world a better place for everyone, not just for yourselves. Don't be selfish. Be selfless. Anyways, this video's gone on long enough, I feel like, and I don't expect anyone to watch it in its absolute entirety, so skip to the important parts, I guess. I don't care. As long as my message is out there. We don't need to be dicks to each other for no reason. Especially in social circles like fucking YouTube comments or Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, because fuck calling it X and fuck Elon Musk for renaming it. I don't give a shit. Mind you, I'm not saying I hate Elon Musk by saying fuck him. No. Again, we're all equal. But fuck the decision is what I'm trying to say. It's stupid to me. But I digress. Social media was never meant to attack each other. Hell, the internet wasn't made to attack each other. It was made to bring people together across the fucking planet. People who can't exactly travel all these long distances just to see friends or family or loved ones in general. It doesn't matter what their association with you is. It's to keep us connected as a society. not to be mean to each other, not to be cruel, not to bully each other into fucking deleting ourselves from life. Also, I'm never gonna get monetized on this video or probably any of my videos, so fuck it. Killing yourself, much like Robin Williams said, killing yourself is a permanent solution to temporary problems. It is never the answer. Live. Live despite what people have done to you. Be a better person. Rise above that nonsense. Make sure they never forget who you are. Show them you're better. And hey, you might make it somewhere in the world. You never know. It's not the answer to just throw your life away, quite literally, all because someone's being a dickhead to you. You're all beautiful, you're all loved. You just keep losing sight of that because you focus on the negatives. Focus on the positives. There's more to life than wallowing in this despair. There's hope. Hell, I've been through it myself countless times, multiple attempts. Hell, did it on the phone with loved ones. And here I am, still alive. Part of the reason why I continue to survive is, well, a very little reason, little piece of reasoning, I should say, is because it pisses people off to know I rose above it. I rose above their nonsense. And I chose to be happy. The main reason, however, is during a 2-year sabbatical of not being in the dating scene until I found my partner, I was very depressed. I was very suicidal. I wanted to hurt the one who hurt me the most. Well, I wanted to hurt multiple people psychologically, I should say, that had done me wrong, that had pushed me to that conclusion. When I found my partner, I was at my lowest. I am grateful every day for him being part of my life. I eventually plan on marrying this man because he's everything to me. He brought me out of my darkness. And I am forever grateful for his continued presence in my life. I'm so lucky to have him. I'm overjoyed to be able to have a life with him, to live with him. I'm getting real choked up right now. But I know I just extended the runtime of this video, even though I said it's gone on long enough. So I'll try to wrap things up now. I wish you all the best. And like I said many times before already, do better. Be better. Make the world a better place for everyone. Be selfless, not selfish. Don't be a dick. Anyways, it's your favorite Void Dragon, Abyssal Zoid, or Zoid Talak, signing out. Have a beautiful, blessed day. And see you in the next video.